I'm Samantha Drugel.
And I'm Megan Kane. Welcome to the 12th Lotus Leaf Live broadcast of the school year here at the high school, where we'll be discussing the news every Friday.
This week we'll be delivering several important school announcements and reviewing a couple of Thanksgiving celebrations.
Today is Friday, December 3rd, 2021, and this is Lotus Leaf Live. Well, I hope you all had a good break. We all got an extra day off due to the boiler breaking down. There was no way to heat the building. Extra day of rest for us.
For those seniors who have not yet submitted their senior square materials, you can still turn in your materials before December 15th, but you will be charged a $5 late fee. Please see the late senior square submissions form on the MHS Class of 2022 Google Classroom for more info. Lastly, the yearbook staff would like students to fill out their short holiday survey today during TFT. Student Council is working at Toys for Tots. You can donate new and unopened toys in the box located in the Commons, the main office, or Mr. Kimberlin's room in A209. They are accepting donations until December 17th.
Now for national news. On Tuesday, a student opened fire at Oxford High School in Oakland County, Michigan. This student is a sophomore and killed 3 students, injuring 7 others and a teacher. The shooter was successfully arrested on scene and remains unidentified due to his age. Governor Gretchen Whitmer spoke at a news conference on Tuesday night, where she called mass shooting a uniquely American problem that must be addressed.
Now for the latest in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial we've been following. Rittenhouse was accused of killing 2 people and shooting another during the BLM protest in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The 12-person jury deliberated for more than 25 hours. Afterwards, Rittenhouse was found not guilty on all charges. Nonetheless, Rittenhouse, who's now 18, still faces 5 felonies.
With 43% of the world's population being vaccinated, hopes were set high. However, a new COVID-19 variant called Omicron is the latest strain of the virus to be designated a variant of concern by the World Health Organization. It has an unusual combination of mutations that may enable it to move faster. Some of the common symptoms of Omicron are muscle aches, dry coughs, and a high temperature. As of right now, the variant has been found in nearly 20 countries, including the U.S. Stay safe.
On a lighter note, South Korean music group BTS held several concerts in Los Angeles starting on Saturday. The Los Angeles stop consisted of 4 separate nights of performances at the SoFi Stadium, and all tickets were sold out in pre-sales before many fans could attempt to buy them. The stadium holds 70,000 people. Monday night, when Megan Thee Stallion came out to perform a remix of their song Butter, which Megan was featured on.
In gaming news, Minecraft has finally dropped the second half of the Caves and Cliffs update with the release of 1.18. It brings new exciting elements like intricate cave systems, taller mountains, archaeology, and even goat horns. This update is now live on both the Bedrock and Java editions of the game. Here with more on that is Jack Drugel.
Hi, I'm Jack Drugel. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Minecraft 1.18 Caves and Cliffs Part 2 update. So we'll just start by making a new world, and I'm just going to prepare some stuff to show you guys. Alright, a couple things to note here is that, first of all, you can just tell that the caves are a bit different. They seem a bit more extreme. So yeah, it goes with the update name Caves and Cliffs. The second thing I would like to point out is this new block. So caves have new biomes. This one is called a dripstone cave, and it just shows I don't really know how to describe it, but basically you can see these in real caves actually, where they have these stones that looks like spikes and they just simply trip down. I guess it's in the name. Another huge cave biome is the lush biome, and those can be found by locating an azalea tree in the overworld, but I'm having a bit trouble finding those, so I admit that it is pretty hard to find.
So Jack couldn't find the lush biomes when he was looking for them on his world, so I decided to make a creative rule of my own and hop on to 1.18 to try to help him out and find one. And as you can see, I did find one These are actually pretty rare. I had to use /locate in order to actually find one. But here it is. So, as you can see, there's a bunch of new blocks already. Those moss blocks, which are the ones we're going to start with. These moss blocks were in 1.17, but you could only get them from traveling or wandering traders. But now they are in the game, and you can get them in these lush caves. And there's also moss carpet that came along with them. And these do work like carpet and not snow, so you can't really stack them on top of each other without there being a gap in between. The next new thing that we have are drip leaves. There's a small drip leaf and a big drip leaf. The small drip leaves don't really do anything. You can't stand on them. They're just more for decoration. But the big drip leaves actually have a cool new mechanic where you can fall through them if you stand on them for too long. So here they are naturally spawning, and once you stand on them, they take 2 ticks, and then you fall. That's pretty much it for those. So the next thing that we have are the glow berries. There are a lot of glow berries in this cave, and they just hang from the ceiling. They kind of work like bushes, except like inverted, so like you can't put them on the ground or anything like that. You have to hang them from moss blocks, and they just grow down like vines, as you can see, and then you just right click them like you do bushes to get glow berries. And you can bone meal them, but they can't, like, they won't grow down when you bone meal them. They'll only give you the berries, and they do give off light. And then the next plant that we have are spore blossoms, which there aren't any naturally. Oh yeah, there is. They just naturally spawn like this. They don't really do much. They're just for decoration, but I think they look really cool. And you just hang them off of moss blocks once again. Yeah, that's pretty much it for those. So the last thing we're going to look at are the azalea trees and then the flowering azaleas. And they just spawn like this in caves because there's not really enough light or room for them to grow. But if I go up to the surface real quick. I'm at the surface, and here are the flowering azalea and azalea trees. They basically grow into the same thing. So you'll get these new azalea leaves with the flowers on them, and you can pretty much use that to decorate your world however you want to. And even if it's not a flowering azalea, it'll still spawn with those flowers on them, as you can see. And that's pretty much it for the lush biome.
You can also notice that rivers actually look like rivers. They're not just little chunks not just a little strait of water. Now it actually has some depth into it with the different hills. So overall, I think this update, although it says caves and cliffs, which does apply, it's just a huge biome change. So you can see cool things like this. So yeah, just a really cool update for biomes. And now I'm going to be showing you the cave part of thing. So the first structure I would like to talk about is the noodle. It's called the Noodle Cave. Basically, it's the old cave, and it looks like this. It's fairly tight, as you can tell, but it's not as bad as the spaghetti caves. Our next cave structure is the spaghetti cave, which, as you can tell, it's very tight. We use tight corners. It's just small and compact. So yeah, this is our spaghetti cave. And the last and probably my favorite cave structure is the cheese cave. And as you can tell, it's not as open as most cheese caves are. Let me get to this area. Here we go. This is a great area. As you can tell, it has those pillars that are going from the ground to the ceiling of the cave, and it's big and open, which can make mining, I guess, easier. There's no normal stone, as you can tell. On to peaks biomes, we have the frozen peaks biome. It's frozen. The next, we have the stony peaks peak biome, and something to note is this calcite, and It can be used for building, I guess. It doesn't have that much of a value. And the last peak biome to look at, although this isn't the best example, is jagged cliffs. And it's going to have some snow on it, so it might be hard to tell the difference between frozen peaks. But it's going to have stone on it, and it's going to kind of have a pattern, a striped pattern. Like I said, this isn't the best example, but you can see the stone thrown in between the snow and ice. That's pretty much it for this update. There's just some smaller things like bug fixes, or now you can attract horses with golden foods, such as like the golden apples and the golden carrots. And I hope you enjoyed this Minecraft update, and I hope it helped you out if you play Minecraft. If you don't play, it's definitely worth a try playing because you can play with your friends. And yeah, this is Jack Drugel signing off.
Due to a shortened week, we will not be reporting on specific sports news this week. Don't worry, we'll catch you up next week.
In our last broadcast, Tristan gave us a quick preview of some Black Friday deals. He's back again to show us what it was like. Check it out.
Black Friday was just this past Friday, and I was forced to go.
The first store was Joann Fabrics, 2 out of 10. The best thing they had was 60% off fabric, and that's about it.
Are you standing on your tippy toe?
What?
Are you standing on your tippy toe so you don't look so short?
It's not.
That's what I'm doing.
No, I know, but I mean, like, you just need to do one full thing.
Now overall, this Target here that we visited didn't even have the chair. There's no point in going there.
That's Naruto.
There's Naruto.
Naruto. Oh, look, there's Naruto over there.
That's dope. You can play again. This is good B-roll.
The game will begin. I gotta win the turtle treasure.
You got 25 seconds.
25 seconds? I'm gonna go for this one. The racer turtle.
Okay. You're not on it.
Yeah.
You were not far that way.
Alright, uno más, and that's when I'm done.
Now comparing this to previous Black Fridays like this here, there wasn't even any entertainment. This was pretty boring. And I was not very excited. Alright, now I get to walk off the screen again. That's the end of the video.
Thanks, Tristan. Along with Black Friday, the Macys Day Parade is also one of the popular celebrations to kick off Christmas season. Here to talk more about it is Drake Carr.
Hi, I'm Drake Carr, and today I'll be reviewing the Macys Thanksgiving Day Parade. This year's parade featured new and classic floats featuring Snoopy, Greg Heffley, SpongeBob, Ronald McDonald, Grogu, Sonic, Goku, Papa Smurf, Pikachu, and many more. The parade also featured performances from artists and bands like Kim Petras, Carrie Underwood, Foreigner, and Espa. There was also some small performances, including the original and current Blues Clues host for the 25th anniversary of the show, and popular plays featuring the song One Short Day from Wicked and I Don't Need Anything But You and Tomorrow from Annie. I really enjoyed this parade this year. I thought some of the floats were pretty weird choices, but other than that, it was pretty good. I also thought all the performances were really great as well, especially the Wicked song. Thank you for tuning in. This is Drake Carr signing out.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Join us next week when we start our holiday packages.
We will continue to keep our social media website updated during these fast-changing times. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media at Lotus Leaf Live. You can read the full stories and more on our website, lotusleaflive.com. I'm Samantha Drugel.
And I'm Megan Kane. We hope everyone's staying safe and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.